Assalamualaikum, this is Imran. In this video we are going to crop image inside of text and do some kind of glitch effect type stuff. I love this texture, but what I want to do is, like you saw in the last video, I want to kind of mask it inside some text. Pretty super easy to do. So grab the type tool, click once here and type in. I am going to type here a star. It is nice and short. I am going to select all the text and I am going to pick a font style. So in my search here, I am just typing in a name of font. This is the font that I love to use here. It's hard to point at them. You might not have this font, but pick any old font. Make sure it's bold or extra bold or black, something nice and big. Now let's scale our font size up. There is a couple of ways. I often just use the transform tool. Often always you can use the fonts over here, but I just hit Ctrl T on a PC, Command T on a Mac. Hold Shift and drag it up. Nice big font. Click Enter. All that needs to happen is that the image needs to be on top of the text, which is kind of weird. I can't drag this up here, so I need to name it by double clicking the word background. Give it a name, drops. Just make sure it's just above the thing. What you need to do now is have the top thing selected. In my case, my image is above my text. Just go up to layer and go to this one that says create clip mask. Click on that and magic happens. Cool, huh? And the thing to note down here is that there is a weird kind of structure. I will undo it so you can look at this. Undo, redo. See this little arrow appears. That just kind of indicates that this guy here drops has been clicked to the text underneath. It's a little bit complicated, I guess. One of the perks for it though, if I use my move tool and I have the drops layer selected, watch this. I can kind of move the drops to kind of where I want. I ran out image there on the left, but I can kind of move it around to get. Kind of, I like that better. Same with the text. I can click on the text layer and move that around. So it depends on which one you want to move around. Just make sure it's highlighted over here. Awesome, I'm going to move it across. I'm going to show you how to add. Because at the moment it's got a transparent background, right? I'm going to show you two things before we get into some more advanced stuff. If you want to move both of them at the same time, you can click on this top one, hold the shift key down and click on the one underneath, and now they are both selected. Now they both come around. Next thing I want to do is, I want it on a white background or a background, I don't mind what color it is. So let's click off these layers here. So I got nothing selected. Let's go this one here that says new layer. It's like a turned up page here. It's at the top there. I want it to be at the bottom. Because at the moment there is this checkerboard. That's fine, it's see-through, which is awesome. But I want to make it a specific color. So with this layer selected, I am going to call this my color. Let's go to edit, fill. In here where it says contents, you can pick black or white or 50% gray, or you can just pick one color. Then go through the colors that you want. Click OK. Click OK, that's what I want. I might add a drop shadow here, bevel and emboss. So that's the gist of it. The cool thing about it as well, the text is editable. If you want to change the text, I can double click this. I can grab my type tool. It's actually the easiest. And click kind of somewhere here. Write other text here. So that's going to be this one. let's look at the second exercise now. Go up to File, go to Open. Let's open up Clipping Mask 2. Now this example is basically exactly like this last one, but I wanted to show you, I guess, some creative uses of that Clipping Mask technique. It's not just kind of like jamming text inside of image. It's kind of cool effect at the moment where there is this kind of glitch offset image type thing. So just like before, going to grab the type tool. We are going to click once. I'm going to type in M. We are going to pick same font. If you are like, man, I want some of those fonts he's using, you might not, but if you do, you want to go check out a website called Typekit. We don't have time to go through it just yet, but it is part of your Creative Cloud license, and that lets you download EP fonts. So say I want just a big M. What we are going to do is the same thing as before. Remember, has to go above, so I am going to name it first. Juice, it's going to be above. Then with that top layer selected, let's go to layer, creating Clipping Mask, and it's mocked in there. What I also want to do is duplicate this layer, so I want 2 of them. So that could be it, right? We have done from the last exercise we did, but what I want to do is push a little bit further, like you saw in the intro. So I want to duplicate the layer. This is going to be my juice too. Good, well named. Can you see in the structure here, trying to be Clipping Mask as well. But watch this, if I just drag it underneath, it kind of loses that Clipping Mask. Now not to freak you out. If you are freaked out, just stop it where we stop now. But if you are ready for a little bit more action, what's happening is that's exactly. These 2 here are what we have done so far. I made duplicate down here and drag it down to the bottom here. The thing is, because it's not got any mask, it's actually just filling in all the gaps around here. But watch this, it's actually a separate. Moving it around, I guess, helps us. Beyond the move to, click anywhere but the M and just drag it around and get a sense for it. What I want to do is kind of offset it, just because that's the kind of glitch, kind of cool effect. I am trying to get this M to stand out a little bit more, and I just want to, I guess, move it over a little bit. And what I might to do is, with this particular layer, I am going to darken it down a little bit. To kind of emphasize these laces within the M. So with this layer selected, let's look at adjustment. There is a few different ways. Probably the easiest way is to go hue and saturation. So make sure you have juice 2 at the bottom selected, hue and saturation, and just drag the lightness up. I said never use this, but in this particular case, actually quite a handy thing to do. That's what we are trying to do, just kind of like. You could go through and drag the saturation down. Can you see? I have made it grey in the background here. Or drag it right up, probably too high. You could mess with this. There is no kind of right or wrong here. It's, I guess, we are just trying to do some creative glitchy type stuff. Next thing I want to do is just crop this whole thing down, because I've got this extra stuff, so I'm just going to go there. Probably crop it a little bit at the top as well to get my M in the center. It's a little bit in the center. When you are ready, hit enter, and that's it. That's our kind of cool glitch effect Clipping Mask. Now we have done it for text here. You can do it for anything. So if you know how to download shapes, vector shapes or any sort of shapes, I love heart, an emoji, some sort of Twitter icon. If you download those and bring them into it, copy and paste them into this file here, into Photoshop, you can use those to do the exact same thing. so image on top of it and make it clipping mask. Alright, it's homework time. So what I would like you to do is, I want to see two versions. I want to see text on an image just like this, and then this kind of glitch effect version of the text. I just want you to use your own, obviously, initials. You can pick your own initials, it can be the whole word, up to you. But I just want you to pick your own image. You will have to pick your own font because you probably won't have mine. But pick your own image for this option, and I want to see this one. But I also want you to do this glitch effect thing as well. So go off, find your image, do your giant letter and just kind of offset them and follow this tutorial only. Like always, share them on social media, Instagram. I am Imran Lee Designer. Just so you know, when you are looking for images, there is kind of two nice places. And Splash is really nice because you get to use them commercially without having to pay for them or backlink them or anything like that. Some beautiful images over there, easy to get kind of inspired out of them. Alright friends, that's it for this video. I will see you in next one. Thank you.